Hello Gemini, this is Ashley and we're going to be doing your reading for the middle of September. So the week of September 12th. We're going to look at a strength, a challenge, and the outcome. We're going to do a 9-card spread and then get some more detail by clarifying. So, if this is not your reading, please go ahead and check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. If it is your reading, definitely leave me a comment down below. It helps me to know how the reading is resonating with you. And also, if you're interested in a private reading, the only way to set that up is through the link to my website listed down in the description box. So I will not reach out to you in the comments or on any other platform. So just beware of scammers attempting to do that. So let's get going for Gemini. We have the World, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles, Justice, the Ace of Cups, which is also your center card, the Seven of Wands, the Death card, the King of Wands, and the Hermit. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups. So, could be dealing with a reunion, could also be looking at celebrating, perhaps doing some dating, going out with friends, just kind of community activity there. So we'll see how that comes into play. So in your strength position, we have some interesting energy. We have all three major arcana with the World, Justice, and the Death card. So fixed sign energy, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus. We also have Libra and more Scorpio. And your strength for the middle of September is this Waking the Lion. And what it talks about is, really finding the courage to face something, whether we know the outcome or not. It also, when I see Waking the Lion, it also kind of makes me think of, perhaps kind of waking up the beast a little bit. If you have any Leo placements, I recommend checking out that reading because it very much focused on kind of taming the beast, specifically that lion energy. So it's interesting that you're getting sort of the opposite, which is waking it up. So could be going through quite the ending here. Could be that you've had a relationship end, specifically in the form of divorce or litigation. But we'll get some more detail here and see what this is all about. So why do we have the World here? We have the Tower. And the Hierophant. So yeah, I'd say a divorce of some kind. Let's see, Justice, we're getting the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. And for the Death card, the 10 of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay, so I mean, it's pretty well shouting divorce, and that there's been for sure a long-term commitment that has come to an end, and perhaps in a bit of a shake-up type manner. Get one more on this Tower. So it could have, I don't know, come as a surprise. That seems unlikely to me, but, or it could have happened really quickly. But really what I'm kind of getting from that Tower there is that it probably just really upset the apple cart, you know, when it comes to our normal mundane foundations and security. It probably threw you for a loop. Let me see. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So it's like somebody just wanted to quit. Like perhaps you even received communication like, I just don't want to work on this anymore. Now, it does kind of feel like in the Strength position, and that's this row, you've gotten out of something that was permanent to you, but also not very healthy when it comes to the relationship. It could have been a toxic bond, such as like a trauma bond. There could have been some toxic behaviors taking place in the relationship. And while I do feel like the relationship is over, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the Tower, the World, and the Death card, it could very well be that you're still in this space of waiting for the final decree, right? Because we have the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Wands here. So it's like you've really tried to persevere through the whole process, and there's a little bit of waiting energy. Now, what I'm also getting there, if that's not the case for you, is I feel like there's something about the final ending, like actually getting the divorce decree signed by a judge, kind of allows you to like think about the future and how you want to expand moving forward. Now it's interesting because I think that this process probably took some courage, and it certainly is it's certainly leaving you in a space of feeling like the unknown, right, is out there, and you're just kind of, maybe you don't know exactly what's going to happen from here. And that's really what that Waking the Lion talks about. So Capricorn energy and Taurus energy, lots of Scorpio, but we have pretty well all the suits on the board, so it doesn't have to be that for you. So that's showing up as your strength. Like you've taken this perhaps even surprising turn of events, and you're stepping forward with courage into the unknown. So your challenge we have the wise one. Grow within your current situation. And you can see it's like this wise woman. She has both an owl and a crow, which talks about truth, wisdom. And it could be that when it's talking about grow within your current situation, with the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Wands, it could be that there is something here that perhaps you're resisting, like you want to get it over with, kind of feeling. It may still be this divorce process, but we'll get some more detail here to see why this is coming up as the challenge. But it kind of feels like this fast energy. It's like wanting it to just be done. Something to just be done with. Let's see. Here we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like something's moving too slowly and you want it to speed up. And we have the Moon. So Cancer energy coming in. What about this Ace of Cups? Eight of Cups. And the Nine of Cups. Okay. And the King of Wands, we have the Lovers and the Five of Swords. I'm going to get one more there. And the Page of Wands. Okay. So it could very well be that the divorce process itself is moving slowly, but you have a new passionate love interest that is kind of causing you to, not that anyone wants a slow divorce process, right? But it's kind of like it's even more annoying that it's taking its time because you want to move forward with potentially a King of Wands energy. So it could be dealing with a fire sign, could be a Leo, like I mentioned earlier. Doesn't have to be. But it's like you're ready to walk away from this old situation so that you can kind of come back to your own dreams come true, right? And start a new beginning with someone else. I kind of want to get another one on this Moon. Why do we have this Moon here? And the Eight of Wands. Like I feel like the process is moving slowly and you want it to speed up. But I think part of why you want it to go faster is perhaps this unknown, right, that you're expanding into. It's almost like fear of missing out, like FOMO going on here. And also, it could very well be that, when we're faced with something challenging, like it's talking about grow within your current situation, and that being the challenge, it can be really enticing to get through it quickly, especially when we're looking at this energy coming in. I mean, that's hot and heavy and spicy, right? And it could very well be a strong love connection, right? And so I kind of get with that Moon energy there that there's perhaps a little bit of conflict with this person because it's not, the process for the divorce isn't moving quickly enough. But I think that's kind of also what's coming up, is that because it's not moving fast enough, there's a little bit of fear that this person might just escape. And there's also perhaps some avoidance of some of those deeper emotions that come with, going through a divorce process. So interesting. It could very well be that on an energetic level, it's moving more slowly so that you experience the, I want to call it emotional fallout of the divorce process, because the Eight of Cups, when we are walking away from something, he's walking into the darkness, and there's that moon again, right? And so it's kind of like a little bit of a dark night of the soul kind of energy. And we do have the Hermit here. So that's what I'm getting there. Let's get some more on this outcome row. And we have the leadership card coming up. And it says answer the call. And this particular person is carrying a set of keys and a torch. And they're lighting the way in the darkness. And so something about this outcome is kind of calling you to your own maturity. Specifically because we have the Hermit here, and he's already gone through that dark night of the soul, and he is coming through with newfound wisdom, which is what this oracle card as the challenge is speaking to. But in this outcome row, it does kind of feel like perhaps it's being resisted, this trek into the deeper emotional space as a result of going through a divorce. But let's see why we're getting this leadership energy. So why do we have the Page of Pentacles? We have the King of Pentacles. So more Taurus energy. And the Seven of Wands. With the Seven of Wands, we're getting the Two of Swords and the King of Cups, so not wanting to see those emotions. And with the Hermit, we're getting the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. So I'm going to venture to guess that perhaps the person that I'm reading for is the masculine in this situation. It doesn't have to be, but with this King of Pentacles coming up, and this being someone who's just been through a breakup when it comes to a long-term commitment, that to me is the King of Pentacles. I'm going to actually get one more on this Page of Pentacles, because I feel like something is trying to manifest the Star card. So Aquarian energy, it does seem like with this outcome, there needs to be some healing here. And I feel like you're being called to step into that healing rather than resist it. and really kind of look into what this past person was to you and why things happened the way they happened. Whether it was like things that you did, things that they did, things they didn't do, just really kind of carefully evaluate this relationship rather than jumping into a new relationship or trying to speed through the process. Because I have a feeling like there's a lot of divine timing coming into play here. And I kind of feel like I want to say that it's not going to speed up until you do this part and look at those deeper emotions that are involved with having gone through a divorce. Especially when that divorce process or the end of that relationship seemed to have been initiated because someone just decided they didn't want to work on this anymore. So there's some abandonment that happens there, and someone just kind of calls it quits. Says, yeah, I'm not going to work on this anymore. But like that Hermit, specifically in this deck, you can see his torch, which is the star. He has the star in his lantern, and he's shining a light on this snake that's on the path before him. And so it's kind of like looking into the shadow of what took place in this soul connection that you had in the past. And it's saying to answer the call. So it's almost like you are being asked to carry that torch, just like the Hermit, into the darkness and light the way so that you come out of it with a better understanding of yourself and the other person, so that you can continue on in your journey and not repeat anything from the past. Seeing that King of Wands again there. It could also be that there's a lot of anger associated with this situation. When we talk about waking the lion, and then we have the King of Wands here, not just serving as a potential new love interest, but someone that is, certainly capable of having an intense, angry reaction to something. So, interesting. Strength is that it's ending. Challenge is to let it teach you something. And the outcome, I really feel like things are just going to be put on pause until you do some exploring of those deeper emotions associated with it. Because a lot of times what anger will cover up some deeper pain, right? It's like it's protecting us from something. And we have 2 7 of Wands here. So there's quite a bit of resistance to looking at those feelings. But it's like it's telling you to manifest your own healing in order to move forward. So have a look at it. Sorry about that, my computer is not muted. I hope that was helpful, Gemini, and please like, subscribe, check out your other placements, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.